Did you know that in some of the foreign travels made by some top-ranking officials, including the president, his deputy, cabinet secretaries and others, the government pays them in excess of 150,000 shillings per day as allowances? These figures fluctuate based on the country visited, with the amount paid as per diem for visiting a country like Singapore being a whopping 194,550 shillings, while a trip to Japan or Switzerland earns 166,650 shillings per day. This is according to a review by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, SRC, in August this year. As NTV's senior political reporter Ibrahim Karanja now explains.
In the circular signed by Salaries and Remuneration Commission Chairperson Lynn Mengich, although the daily subsistence allowance paid to public officers for foreign travels remain at what was being paid before the date of the circular, which is August the 7th, 2023, the rates at which travels at some of the countries are paid per day are mind-boggling. Using the current exchange rate for the US dollar against the Kenyan shilling, daily rates for a trip to Singapore, the most expensive destination in Mengich's circular, see a state officer at job grade F4 earn $1,297 which is equivalent to 194,550 Kenya shillings. Officers in job grade F4 include the President, Deputy President, Cabinet Secretaries, Principal Secretaries, Members of Parliament, Senators, Chief Executive Officers, Director Generals, among others. Iraq and Kuwait are the second most expensive destinations, with the above-mentioned officers paid $1,245 and $1,162 per day, respectively, which at the current rate is Kenya shillings 186,750 shillings and 174,300 shillings. For a foreign travel to Japan and Switzerland, the top cadre of state officers is paid $1,111, which translates to 166,650 Kenyan shillings per day. In Israel, the daily rate is $1,105, equal to 165,750 shillings. An official trip to Germany sees the state officers in grade F4 currently paid 138,300 Kenya shillings per day, which is a conversion of the $922 allocated. The United Kingdom, Ethiopia, and the United States of America have their per diems at $848, $809, and $724 respectively, which is 127,200 shillings, 121,350 shillings, and 109,215 Kenyan shillings respectively. When contacted for comment, Mengich explained, and I quote, "There are no proposed rates. What was recently issued is a retention of existing rates with a small change to include destinations that were not in the previous circular." End of quote. Noteworthy is that the rates are placed in US dollars, meaning the conversion to Kenyan shillings keeps rising or falling due to the rate of the two currencies. Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.